Alright, welcome back. Another episode of American Backwoods Outdoors ABO Adventures. So this time we're doing a little bit of a how-to video. We're going to bring to you how we like to set up our food plots. So food plots was something we've been messing around with for the past, 4 years or so, 4 or 5 years, small scale. We've kind of been upping it a little bit here and there as we go, and this year we really took it to another level. Different properties and stuff like that. So we rented some equipment, and we're going to walk through each step on how we do that, and how we go about, putting our plots in. So this year it's, we brought up, 3 new ones, pretty large scale new ones, and then upgraded 2 ones that we had on another property to make them bigger. All clover this year. We haven't, branched out too much as far as brassicas. We've done 1 or 2, but the clovers just seems to take so well, and it's so hardy, and the deer love it. So we're gonna go through each step by step and show you kind of how we prep the site and choose location and stuff like that, and we'll bring it to you here in the video.
Our first step, we're gonna try to locate a good plot site. What we're looking for is something, it's not completely timbered. We get a few weekends a year to really work on this. We put a lot of time into it during those weekends, but it's not something that we can do every day. So if we pick something that's already got some open area to it, that makes it a little bit easier on us. Once we pick that, most of it's taller grass and some bushes. So we actually rented a John Deere with a mower attachment on the back. That's what you see in this first clip here. Jake kind of clears out one of the food plots we were working on. That's our first step. Get all the big stuff mowed down, chewed down, so it's just some stubble.
Yeah, and we've we ride the rental train pretty often. We don't have a whole lot of fancy equipment, but anytime we can rent to make it easier on ourselves, we do. We've done food plots with nothing but hand tools and stuff like that, but it definitely can add to the quality of the plot and how long it lasts if you can really work the ground good and get it ready. But yeah, so that's going to be the first step, and we worked on one, and actually we might be able to show you some still images. We went up with a rental track skid loader to clear out one of the bigger ones that we did. It was it was an open area, but the areas that we hunt are very overgrown, steep mountainsides. So we got in there with a track loader and we were able to clear out a new one.
So here we are with step 2 of our food plot process. We have it all mowed down. Jake's on the 4-wheeler here. He's spraying 41% glyphosate. That's just your basic clear all, ground clear. He's got it on the boom sprayer on the back of a 4-wheeler. That's a 25-gallon tank. We mixed it 3 or 4 ounces of ground clear per gallon of water. That was able to do about half an acre per tank, and we laid it on fairly heavy. We wanted to make sure we had enough coverage on this stuff that's re-emerging here, because we're not going to be able to make it up for another 2 or 3 weeks. So we want to make sure that everything gets killed. We don't want to come back and have weeds sprouting all over the plots that we just spent some time mowing. So we make sure we go around enough times, make sure it's real burnt, and that doesn't affect our seed at all. It only kills what's growing.
Yeah, the glyphosate is a post-emergent herbicide, so if you mow, it's good to leave a little time between when you mow and spray to get some new growth. But as you can see on this next plot we did not mow this one, and that 41% at 3 to 4 ounces a gallon is more than enough to burn all that. Those weeds are about 6 foot tall when you're not running them over with a quad, and sometimes it's good to leave those because it'll get chopped up into mulch and it'll all rot into the ground and really help the food plot take. Alright, so we're back up now. It's about 2 weeks later. We've ran the tractor one more time with a 3-point rototiller. The areas that we do and the places we have to get to through the woods, it's definitely easier with a rototiller attachment than if we were to try and disc or anything like that. So at this point in time, we're going up. We're ready to turn the ground over. We'll get about 200 pounds of triple 15, per acre. It's just something to give a little jump start. The clover doesn't need a whole lot of nitrogen, but we do like to do mixes in our seed blends, so it kind of helps give the ryegrass and any other annual a little bit of a boost for the fall.
You can see there, when we go to do our fruit plots, we climb the mountains, and it's not always the easiest places to get to, but we make it work.
Yep, so we're coming up to the spot that we did not mow, and you'll see that glyphosate absolutely burned all that grass, you know, like I said, without a problem. So, and now when we chop this up, that grass will lay down over, and it'll help hold the moisture, and also, you know, help, you know, rot into the ground and get the seed going.
We tried cleaning it off some years, but we figure it pretty much acts just like putting hay down on your fresh lawn. Got the rototiller there chewing up our 1/4 inch of topsoil on top of our slate rock. Pretty rough. You can see we're on top of the mountain there. You know, we're not hunting lowlands. We don't put our food plots in lowlands. We are pretty much at the highest peak around. You can probably see a good 100 miles there. Alright, here we go. Last step in our food plots. We're just putting in any generic Throw and Grow brand. It usually has high ryegrass concentration. What that does is provide some cover. That'll shoot up quick, protect your clover, you know, from anything that comes into your plot and starts eating right away. Here we're putting in, you know, just a Ladino clover. That typically grows pretty well for us in our soils. We don't do a whole lot of soil testing, you know, or anything crazy, but we do see good results out of that Ladino clover. And we usually put a couple pounds down, you know, for our 1/4 acre, 1/2 acre plots. And we usually try to do twice as much clover as we do ryegrass, you know, because that clover is going to come back for the following years.
Yeah, and it's big to, you know, you can't always do a proper soil test, but as long as you can, you know, get your dirt turned over nice, give it some fertilizer to even out the levels. We add some lime here and there. You know, we can't get ag trucks up on top of the mountain here to dump ag lime, but you can get pelletized and spread that in with a hand spreader like we're doing here. That just helps balance everything out. This is the other plot we did on another property. Same thing, we're just spreading some fertilizer in on top and then just spreading that seed. And a big step at the end is you want to make sure you try and pack it in if you can. We made a little homemade cultipacker out of some lawnmower tires. You can pretty much just drive over it with your quad, but getting that seed to soil contact is huge. And then praying on rain, and then the rain will help beat that seed into the soil. And hopefully we're gonna, after a month here, see some new growth, and we'll try and hit you back with a follow-up video as how they're doing, and we could talk a little bit as far as food plot maintenance and show you how our previous food plots are looking from previous years to, you know, how the maintenance can keep them going year after year. And the thing about clovers, it doesn't take a whole lot. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and, you know, we'll see about in a month or two, you know, how this looks, and hopefully we'll be killing a big buck on it this fall.